Feeling sluggish? Is your energy tanked? Well, Kiki Wellness can help. They specialize in TRT and HRT, otherwise known as low T, helping you unlock your potential. Personalized plans to get your hormones balanced and you feeling your best. Visit them at KitiWellness.com or at Kiti Wellness on Instagram. Kiti Wellness, unlock your potential.
You are now listening to the Happily Ever Banter podcast. Let's go!
All right, welcome to episode 71 of Happily Ever Banter podcast, sponsored by
Kiti Wellness and Vaughn Realty and Recentral Self.
Good job, dude. Almost stumped you.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, we got a twofer this week because Magnus is going out on a cruise, another swinger cruise that he went on at the same time. We talked about this in the Down Out Dale podcast.
Yeah, because he had pineapples.
The big guy loves them. Pineapples. You can't defend yourself.
I'm not aware of any swingers cruise.
Oh, yeah.
They have them out there.
I'll post the video that he sent me, y'all.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah. Would you want to go on another cruise with the kids?
I mean, I would probably want to try it again, because the first time we did it was a Disney cruise. We did it back to back, and that was just too long. But they were little. But I mean, I guess I would want to try it again.
The only reason I thought about doing it doing it now time frame, being that they're older, they have a little more freedom. They could do stuff.
Yeah, they can go.
And there's stuff for them to do,
Mm-hmm.
And then they meet other kids. I thought about that. I actually looked online.
Just do 3 nights, 4 days.
Yeah, I would do something short. I wouldn't do a long one.
Yeah.
But just to kind of see, that'd be their first kind of taste of all-inclusive kind of trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we talked about maybe going to Mexico, but we would want to go with another family or something.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
But I was curious. I thought when we were looking at doing something this summer, I was curious. I just went on Carnival. I was just looking at some ideas of what they do, what kind of trips they had out at Galveston.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, we would give it Chelsea if we did one, but
yes.
I was trying to get an idea of what that looks like, what that kind of cost was for the four of us to do a short one.
It's probably I don't even know what the cost of it. You could probably get it for less than, or right about the same price you go on a Mexico trip. I don't know.
Yeah, probably so. Kids will probably like because there's always food, Yeah,
you can eat
food
no matter what, snacks and ice cream no matter what.
Yeah, 24-hour pizza.
Then we have somebody push our wheelchairs.
That ain't happening. That'd be another thing,
Did we talk about that? Did we talk about that on here?
Yes, we did. Yeah, because I think so. Never went on my Melaleuca cruise.
Yeah,
I think we did.
If you haven't heard, you may be first time listening, but so November of 2023. Damn,
you remember the year?
We go on it. Crystal was doing some work with this company, the wellness company. You can't say the name. It's freaking weird. Melaleuca. But we got a free trip. We went with some friends. We went with another couple we knew that was part of the same. That whole cruise ship was just
the wellness company.
It was just them people. So
you had to earn the trip. So it was just
So Kiki did things. She won this free trip. This episode of Happily Ever Banter podcast is brought to you by Vaughn Realty Company. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrade your dream home, or looking for an investment property, Vaughn Realty Company has you covered. With unmatched local expertise and a team that treats you like family, they're not just finding you a house, they're finding you a place to call home.
So why wait? Start your journey today at vaughnrealty.net, or you can find them at Vaughn Realty Texas on Facebook and Instagram, Vaughn Realty Company, where dreams meet doorsteps. Now back to the show.
So we go, first day we get on a boat, take off, do the things. First day we get off, first day we port in the Bahamas. So we go to it was probably 12, 14 of us, huh?
There's a big group of us that
group of us went to, they have a part of the island in the Bahamas that's, you get shuttled to by a van for the cruise lines. They have their own little kind of beach area.
Yeah, it's blocked off to where this is for the cruise line.
And so they had they had a lady out there with a little tent making these drinks. And her the only thing I really remember that day was her saying, "Hey, we spike it how you like it." Well, so she takes a pineapple, cuts it in half, pretty much hollows it out.
Yes.
And then she uses all these rums. And then
she's just pouring this, not even measuring, just overflowing.
She just pours rum. You tell her when to stop. And then she puts this some kind of different juice, whatever flavor you want in it. And so I think it was like
It was
30.
3 for 30 or something like that.
Yeah, $30. You got 3 full drinks. You can go back and like they refill it.
Yes.
And so we, it was early that morning.
Yeah, I think we got out there. Yeah, I think it was like from 8 to 4 or something like that.
But we were out there early, and me and Crystal were drinking those things. We're hanging out and this, and next thing you know,
you said you had to sit down on the chair.
I don't remember that. And then
And I was like, get up and let's take a picture.
I have a picture of that.
Yeah.
That one picture looked hammered, and mind you, we like to party, stuff like that. I've never been like that, except for one time. Another wheelchair story. So the next thing we know,
I'm down.
the next thing
You're
we
down.
know,
Yeah.
even we don't remember that. The next thing we know, it is 7:30 at night. We wake up in our room on the cruise ship, bed full of sand, and we wake up like it's like that movie The Hangover.
Yeah, like what the hell happened?
We don't know what happened. So like we call, I get up.
Yeah, you get up because you went to go get some dinner.
I went up
or something.
I went to the buffet and I FaceTime Vaughn. And I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on. What happened? I was like, this is all I know. And he's dying laughing. And then we go meet some people. So I went back, went to sleep. Crystal slept all the way till the next morning.
Yeah.
So we get up the next morning to go to the next stop.
The next stop. Yeah, but we went for breakfast, remember? And we
Went for breakfast and we ran to our friends and they're like, oh, dude.
They're like,
this is what happened. My buddy Kyle tells the perfect story. If you have to go back on the Dale Not Dale podcast, I'd have to find that episode, but you can hear him tell the story, which is great. Maybe we'll have Magnus flash up that episode on the YouTube, and he tells the story. So I mean, he tells it for it's like a 30-minute story.
Because we're both laid out.
He's like, dude, I had to push your big ass up a ramp in a wheelchair, but it was a whole ordeal.
Yeah, because they said we didn't actually get in line with everybody else. We had to go around the back of the boat.
They put us they put us on the cargo area.
Yeah, and they were wanting us to go to the infirmary. They were saying, but they're like, no, they just want to go to the room. They don't need to go to the infirmary. Then they had to take our keys. We brought wine in our room. They had to take the wine out.
No, he said they wouldn't search the room for any other alcohol because I guess we're a liability at that point.
So then the next day we go to another island.
Well, the next day we go out for breakfast and they tell us all. They're telling
us the whole story.
They're piecing together, telling us stuff. They have some pictures. We're like, oh my god! I don't remember. I never said hey, I don't think we got drugged.
I don't know,
but something
happened
was different
but
we were pounding those drinks.
Yeah, we were, but to just black out like that and just be so flimsy and not remember, that's blacked out. That's something happened. But anyway, so the next day.
We stopped the cast, not Castaway.
No, it was Turks and Caicos.
Half Cave Moon.
It was a Half Cave Moon. Okay, I can't remember.
We stopped at Carnival's Island. We go there. We're hanging out, and it's probably around lunchtime. I'm like, all right, let's go get a drink.
I found the episode.
You found the episode? Okay, good. I'm gonna go get a drink. So we go and order a drink, and this is part of the island, so it's like your alcohol pass. Everything works there. Your food's all good, covered.
Mm-hmm.
Order a drink. The guy makes the drinks, and he comes give them to me. He's asking how to give him my room number or whatever it was, and he came back. He's like, "Oh, we can't serve you." I'm like, what the hell? Yeah,
and then you were like, well, go get your card. Remember, so I ran back and got you had to show my card. So, and then mine said the same thing. And I was like, what? And remember, we were like, we didn't know why. We're like, so the whole time we were on this private island, this other island.
We were thinking maybe we got cut off for 24 hours. I don't know. So we get back on the boat and I go to get a drink again, just to see. No, I went to the customer service desk.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, hey, something's wrong with my card. They're like, and he started looking on the computer, and then the next thing he's like, hey, I need you to have a seat over there. Security wants to talk to you. I'm like, oh boy. So I got pictures of that too. I'm sitting there, and the security guard comes out, makes me write out a statement of what happened.
Did I have to write one too? I don't remember.
I think you did too, because you had to do something because he had to talk to you too. But I'm sitting there telling him, I was like, I wrote it all out. I'm like, this is what all I remember. I'm not saying I got drugged, but something's different. We've partied hard before. Never been like that. And then they cleared us, and then I went got a drink. I took a picture of a drink.
Yeah.
Being
As soon as they clear us, I mean, we didn't. It was on an island. It's not like this happened on this cruise ship. Where we got suspended. It happened in Bahamas. But anyway, so we get back, and remember, I ended up finding that story. It was talking about these pineapple drinks, and I sent it to Heather and Kyle.
Yeah,
and I was like
a month,
that's the drinks we were drinking.
Like a month later, some ladies talked about how they blacked out. They thought they got drugged.
It was two girls on. Yeah, and that same thing. I was like, oh my god, those were the drinks. It's pretty kind of freaking scary. So I think that's why
I think they were trying to sex traffic me.
Whenever I went to Mexico,
I would have just done it if they'd asked.
Whenever we went to Mexico, at the resort I was fine, but like whenever we went to the island and just walk around, that's just wouldn't it just like. I guess freaked out because I don't want everybody to have like too much drink, and what if that all.
We need to do an AI like a weekend at Bernie's, me and Crystal in wheelchairs for this reel.
Oh my god!
But dude, it was the wildest shit, man.
If I can turn back time.
Wow. Well, I got a quick ad read about Essentials Health, and Kiki kicked it off with some beautiful singing. But hey, what if you could turn back the clock on your organs? Essentials Health bioregular peptides offer a potential pathway to support cellular health and potential reverse biological aging. If you're serious about optimizing your well-being, research bioregular peptides and visit essentialshealth.com. If you don't get in a wheelchair, you did it wrong, bro. That's all I got to tell you.
And I looked it back. It was episode 69, oddly enough.
No way.
Oh my god! That's
Holy shit. Incredible. Yeah, dude, it was wild, man. Like, it was just dude, I feel like I had short-term memory loss for like a couple of days because
Oh yeah, like brain fog.
I was worried. I was worried like I'm gonna get back to the States. I'm gonna get drug tested for work and have like I probably should have went and did a drug to see if I had anything in my system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad that we were with a big group and people went with us. That was definitely scary for sure.
It was scary after the fact. Luckily we were safe, but it's like, that shit happens, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get us, man.
But
I could have been on the open market in Bahamas.
I know, and I could have been sex trafficking. Ugh. It's a little too far, but.
Don't you have like a Liam Neeson in your family come find you?
Yeah. I called Uncle Nick.
Yeah, it's scary.
Do you imagine if we got kidnapped and like they had to like ransom us? Like they had to pay ransom. Who'd you call?
Family?
I called the owner of my company. I called Jake. I'm like, Jake,
okay.
Open the pocketbooks.
And
they won't.
And you'll be like, I'll explain when I get back.
No, he'll be like, "What's the safe word?" And you'll be like, "We never talked about a safe
word." Yeah.
No, I was just listening to Joe Rogan. He had Guy Fieri, and they were saying that they have like they can clone your voice and make a phone call sound like it's you. So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of audio of our voices.
Tons.
Or they can put sentences together that we've said. That's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
I did listen to that Guy Fieri episode. I've always been a big fan of Guy Fieri. Like, past the time at night, if it's just me, I'm watching Food Network or watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Like we go on trips. So like my favorite, like if we go on trips with us or with multiple people, I'm the food guy. Like I'm gonna find
a spot.
I'm gonna find the brunch spot. I'm gonna find somewhere to eat. I'm gonna find the dinner spot. Same way we just went to Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the island. I found a place. I looked online. I was like, all right, we're going here. The place was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
But you got to have a foodie in the group, and I like finding that spot. Like we would go in the States every time we travel. I always go to Diner, Drive-In, Dives, and find what restaurants are on that.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tookies.
Oh yeah,
Tookies on it,
and
T-Bone Tom's.
Yeah. I was just at I went to Irma's Original yesterday for lunch, which I've been there a couple of times. My buddy never been the first time I took him, and then like the next day, that episode whenever Guy was there came on. I told him to get on there because, dude, you ever been there? So they have the Irma's Original. It's by the Astros field.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
But dude, there's no menu. You go in, you sit down. They're like, "Hey, this is what we have." You can I guess you could probably kind of order anything you want. But like yesterday, we got down. He's like, "All right, this is what we have today." But there's no menu. You don't know what you're paying for. Nothing. First time I went, it was 4 guys. Me and some customers went there for an Astros game. We drank, ate, and they came back. My ticket was like $500.
So what would y'all have yesterday?
So yesterday it was me and Jacob and one of our customers, a friend of ours, Trevor, and we eat.
No,
and
what'd y'all
then
eat though? Would they have to?
I had fajitas.
Oh, okay, they had fajitas.
We all had fajitas,
Okay.
but we ordered some he had tamales. We had some tamales for the table before. And but it was funny. Then the waiter, the guy, he was an older guy. We had some of our Lance rental hats. Mm-hmm. He's like, "Man, I like that hat. I'll wear it. Give me one." So Jacob gave him one. Next thing you know, he walked out and gave us 3 margaritas. And then he bring our ticket to us. It was $100 flat.
Wow.
Like they just do what the hell they want.
That's crazy.
But we went again like a couple months ago. Me and some guys did everything. My ticket was like almost $400. I'm like,
I wonder if you'd be like for work, like itemize a receipt.
oh, they don't do that shit.
They don't. Do you have a receipt?
No, I mean we got a receipt from the credit card machine, but they don't show you what you paid for.
That's
I wonder
weird.
if they just are like, man, rent's a little behind. We need to jack up the price on the next
I mean, this
table."
place is popular, so
It's got great ratings.
The-
4.9,
no.
710.
Oh, the food's great.
Yeah.
And Miss Irma, the lady there that was on the diner, she's always walking around. Like she came talk to us the last time we were there. Super sweet little lady, little Hispanic lady. She's super cool. But yeah, dude, it's just wild. Like pretty much they walk up like, "Hey, you want this, or this?" You're like, you just pick something. 'Cause-
Was the margarita good?
oh, their margaritas are great. We need to go there one day.
Yeah.
Margaritas are great. I mean, they're really good. The food's good too. But you don't know. You roll the dice on what you're gonna pay. I don't know.
It's the
It's
enchilada
crazy.
Nazi.
Yeah, dude. Pretty much. Like they tell you, they're pretty stern too. Like, hey man, they sit down. What you want? We got this, and this. You're like, fuck, all right, you got to just pick something.
They're not dicks, but they're kind of like
No,
a
they're not.
restaurant.
They're not jerks about it. They're just
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like the soup Nazi on Seinfeld. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, you go there because you trust the chef, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
dude, whatever your
yeah,
the
like
best thing you can make, put it in front of me.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I mean they have regular like they have like chivolanos, tamales, chicken mole. Then they have fajitas. I said fajitas because it's easy, but like.
Yeah. Is it fajitas for one or two? Or they just
No, it actually wasn't a lot of food. Me
Oh,
and
okay.
Jacob both got Jacob's like, I need like 3 of these because
Oh, okay.
Big plate.
it wasn't a lot of meat on there. But like I said, the food's fantastic. But it's just funny how if you go there, obviously I've been there so I know, but if you don't know and you go there, you're like
Yeah.
like, just think if you're a picky eater.
Yeah, and you're like, can you like if they come with fajitas, can you say it without the onions? Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're not like that, but like
Okay.
if you just like, oh, I want a chicken quesadilla, like we ain't making that today, son. Like, figure, but I think they could make you anything.
Yeah, I'm sure they can just say, bring me out some tortillas and I'll cut the meat up myself with the fajitas.
No, like yeah, I mean they're not like a-holes about it, but the food, like it's worth going. It's just a different experience because it's like
And a surprise what your bill is.
yeah. I mean
It's not a chain. It's like the opposite of a chain restaurant, right?
yeah, no, they set the precedent as soon as you sit down. My buddy that got there before, he said, man, I sat down. I sat down out of the water. The guy's like, "You want chicken mole or this?" He's like, "I'm waiting for the other guys." Like, he pretty much just
He didn't know what to do. Like,
I'd be
what?
scared to go.
no, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that.
It's funny.
So yeah, it was something, man. Yeah, we need to go there.
Yeah.
I was just looking it up. I've never been there, but amazing reviews. 710 reviews at a 4.9. That's pretty amazing. That's a lot of people reviewing.
Yeah, no, it's a staple down there. It's right by. Actually, when we went, it was game day. They had a game like 2 hours later, so
You're probably
parking was
super
already
busy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody's got Astros gear in there. A lot of people go there before Astros game because literally it's right a
it's
block,
like 2 streets away.
Yeah, it's a block away. I think that place has been there forever, but
Like a rinky dink.
no, it's
No, it's
nice.
not.
It's a nice place. It's just
It's kind of like,
remember we went to the Irma's place for. We went to Irma's Southwest for Jacob's birthday that year.
oh, yes.
That
yes.
nicer restaurant
Okay.
that had
Yeah.
the deal guy
Yeah.
and stuff. That's the like
Okay.
a upscale, like kind of like a fancier. That's the same people though. That's Irma's original. I went to Urban Southwest is the other one. No,
This
it's
is South.
it's a
pretty
cool
fancy.
place. They got a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah,
It's-
okay, I remember.
Which one is that one?
This is Southwest, the one that's right by the stadium.
No, that's Southwest is not by the stadium. That's the one. That's the nicer restaurant. Irma's original is the one I'm talking about. Southwest is over there in like midtown area or something like that. But yeah, it's just funny because, hey man, they got it going on. That's their deal. But it's funny. I got something we can talk about since this is recent.
Okay.
Girls' night etiquette.
Yeah, I mean, it happens every time.
Dude, okay. I get it. You're going to have girls' night. I don't care. I didn't bug you at all last night. I didn't text you. I didn't do anything. So, Crystal,
It never
she has no willpower.
Yeah, so every time we have a ladies' night, like we're never, well, we might be back in the neighborhood by 10 or 11, but I can't just be like, all right, I'm going home. Like we're talking and just bullshit, like talking about anything.
I didn't say you did anything wrong,
Yeah, I know.
but okay, so she goes, they're like, we're going 7. I was like, okay. I said, y'all gonna I guess y'all be home around 10. That's when the restaurant closes. Yeah. So 10:45 comes. She texts me, hey.
And actually, they didn't close. They let everybody stay and stuff.
Well, they're not going to kick people out. They're spending money, but they're like,
that's true.
So 10:45, I get a text from Crystal. Hey, we're getting our checks. Kevin's coming to pick us up. Yep. I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready for bed, kind of thing. And then 45 minutes later, hey, we're about to leave. I was like, and then Kevin texts me, we're not about to leave, LOL. I'm like, I said shocker. He laughed. I was like, dude, I know. But okay, let's rewind this. When I talked to her, I said, hey.
Oh, yeah. You said.
When you get done, like, you're not going to be out all night. No, why you ask me that? I'm going to come home right after we're done. I'm like, okay. I said, just remember we talked about this. I am. I'll come home. I'm like, I said, I know you. I know how you are. She can't do it.
Yeah.
And she argued me down. I'm going to do it. I'm like, okay. So hold on, let's look at this timeline real quick. It's just funny.
And I rolled in at 1 a.m. from Christina's house.
At a 7 p.m. dinner?
Well, after dinner, we went back to Christina's house and we sat outside.
Okay. So 10:46. We're getting our checks and leaving. Kevin came to pick us up. I said, okay, babe. 11:33, we are heading home. 11:39, I'm coming home, baby. I said, you said that 45 minutes ago. Where are you? That was 11:55. 12:17, she texted me, we're at the fan's house. And then that was it. Then I get a text from her friend.
Yeah, Christina said, I didn't.
Then her
Christina
friend,
said,
which pisses me off to no end.
And I never, but
her
she
friend, I got to get up at 5:45 this morning. Early.
She felt bad, so he thinks I tell people, "Hey, text Dale."
She does.
No, but I didn't.
Friends called me before, like, "Quit being a jerk." She's having fun. I'm like, dude, that pisses me off more than anything.
So
your dumbass friends call me.
This morning, she looked at her message because she didn't realize she texted. She goes, "I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoying. I'm sorry."
Well, she apologized for the wrong person.
Yeah.
So 12 o'clock, I get a text from Christina. Can you bring a swimsuit for Crystal? Can you bring a swimsuit for Crystal? A swimsuit. We're trying to hot tub. That's 12 o'clock. So I turned my notifications off for her so I wouldn't hear it. I'm trying to sleep. 12:15. Are you bringing the swimsuit? I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I'm like, and then the next thing I know, it's 1 a.m. I'm sleeping. Then she comes in, barreling all over in the room.
I knocked over my water.
Yeah, you knocked something over. Then she doesn't close the bathroom door all the way. The light's like right in my eyes.
But and you know what else is fun?
1:15.
Got to get up in 4 hours.
This has nothing to do with me, but to this day, Lauren cannot find her shoes. She can't find her shoes that she wore
last night.
She's like, Christina's looked everywhere. She's like, I remember taking them off. I don't know where. And so Christina's like, well, do we have to call the restaurant? Like,
how do you lose your shoes? You're a grown woman.
She's looked all over the house, and Christina even looked in her Jeep. And so she's like, she walked home barefooted.
Kevin's probably wearing them.
What? That's what. Yeah, but isn't that so funny? Like, she's like, well, they'll mysteriously pop up somewhere.
Dude, you're saying what prayer is it?
Oh, St. Anthony.
St. Anthony prayer. She's not Catholic.
They'll probably appear right in front of us.
They might just pop up.
I know.
We need that St. Anthony
but it's crazy though.
Candle,
like,
whatever it was.
We were laughing like, this is hilarious.
She's so
because Christina took her shoes off on the patio, so we sat on the patio, and so Lauren's like, well, I've had to have taken off right there, and she just doesn't remember. So she's like, I walked home barefooted.
What shoes were they?
Those flat ones that I don't like. They're pointy. They're flats with the point.
You need to find them. I need to find a picture online. I'm gonna be like,
yeah, they're leopard. They were her leopard pair.
I know, you need to find them online so I can post them on Marbella. I'm like, you know who owns these shoes?
Yeah, she got them from Target.
Yeah, look on your phone a little bit, see if you can find a pair of them.
Cheetah flats they were, but that's funny. But yeah, so it's a rare occasion that this happens, that we get together.
That's a normal occasion that happens.
Oh yeah, normal. But I'm saying, like, the girl, like, it's done, it's over with. Like, to actually go out and do that again and state like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all can't wait for the next one.
No, it wasn't my idea. So
that's her famous last word.
We got Becca's birthday dinner, but she wants to do a dinner instead of a lunch. I don't know when that is.
No, you're doing it with couples.
Oh well, yeah. I forgot things changed with Judd. So yeah, now it's couples.
Yeah. And y'all have a little bit of governing there. It's just a Wild West when y'all are together and y'all hype each other up.
Yeah, just girls are just girls.
I know, and you're probably sitting there being a jerk. Yo, Dale's being in control. I ain't text you once, but I know how you are.
Not at all. We didn't even talk about it.
You've done that before, though.
I might have, but
you have, because that's when your dumbass friends call me. She's having fun, dude. That bugs me. We're not in high school, dude. Your friends should never call me or text me unless something's wrong. That shit pisses me off, dude. Golly.
But overall, it was a good time.
Well, I guess so.
And I went up. And
you were out for 6 hours.
Yeah, and I went up and went to the gym. I was impressed.
What time?
9 o'clock. And I had to get up at 8. And then I even did a new PR for bench press, baby. 145.
You should work out hungover more often.
What? And whenever I came in, I was feeling a little off, so Noah was like, he said, your eyes look, are you going to go for them? So what? I said, it's because I didn't get that much sleep and I came to the gym I felt fine, but man, yeah, it felt good. I was like, to sweat it, It was funny that, like, he said something when I walked. He's like, no, he's like, your face. I'm like, because I did just wake up and I didn't put my eye cream on, so that's a plus. I use a Bajie eye cream, and it takes the puffiness and stuff. So every morning I put it on.
Bajie?
A Bajie. It's a brand. It's a skincare brand.
I thought you meant to say bougie.
No, Obagi, a Bajie. I love it. Their skincare line.
The link.
Right
here.
I wish, yeah.
Better get a code.
It's the best eye cream stuff. It takes it. You need to try it in the morning because it takes.
I'll do it.
A puffy. Like, you can definitely tell before and after. Even like those little things that I keep in the refrigerator. Those little puffy things, like when you're.
I want some women to comment on this one just to see if this. I mean, I guarantee this is normal. This is normal. It happens every time with us because no willpower. This chick. If somebody says, usually, okay, this is also as funny. Usually she blames everybody else, and I look at her phone and she texts the group, "Hey y'all, what we doing after this?" We're going. I'm like, and she acts like she's the innocent one.
But now we don't go clubbing, so now we just go to dinner and we go to somebody's house.
Y'all too old to be going to clubs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't do clubs, so at least I'm not clubbing.
Yeah,
I'm
but
at a neighbor's
last
house.
year y'all did that. Y'all were at them freaking trashy bars in Kima.
Last year?
Yeah, after one of those dinners, y'all went to Voodoo and another place. Yeah, you did.
No.
Yeah, you did.
There's no way.
I promise you did.
I don't remember that.
But
anyways,
I was like, I had an early morning too. I was like, whatever.
So yeah, so you're a lot of times, like, your fun time that you do is like golfing.
But I told you, how would you feel?
Yeah, I know.
If I text you at 10:45, said, "Hey, I'm coming home," and then I don't text you anything else really, and then show up 1 a.m.
Yeah.
What would you think? You wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That was my point. I'm like, dude, I would never do that. I don't do guys' nights, but I mean, I'm gonna start, and we're gonna get around. We're gonna go strip club, do all kind of stuff.
Oh well, I mean, I don't do that.
Well, guys are different.
Guys are different. That you're old enough to. You want to go to strip clubs?
I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to just to set it, just an eye for an eye.
I can show my titties as much as I can.
Tit for tat.
Yeah. No, I was like, oh god. But it's funny because I knew it. I was like, we talked about it. I'm like, I know you. No, I'm coming home right after.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. I know that's like, I need more. We need to post more. We knew. Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah.
A lot of texters said that's a lie.
Yeah.
In Crystal's defense, I kind of do the same things. Whenever I got my one buddy that I hang out with once a year. We hang out on his birthday and my birthday, and yeah, we'll be out ungodly late.
And give or take, like all, like that's what I was like this is I was like, man, this is almost like the originals. But I was like, Lauren's not the originals. But like before, when we moved here, like we hung out all the time, like all like, so it was nice just that it ended up just being us,
Yeah. No, I have no problem with it. I'd rather you just say, hey, I'm gonna be out till
But when you're
late, and so
having a fun time and
you text
sipping,
me, I'm coming home, baby. And 2 hours later, you come barreling in when I'm sleeping. I finally fell asleep because like, okay, I got to get some sleep.
Yeah,
that's one thing Dale really likes it when people communicate punctuality. Like earlier when y'all texted me, I felt horrible. I was in a discussion with somebody, and I was like, man, I can't get out of this talk. I've been in a meeting with this guy since 2:00.
But we never set a time for tonight.
oh yeah.
But I am a very punctual person. Crystal, not so much.
Yeah.
Even like there's been times we had kids sports and I'll be like, we got to be there. Like I like to be there early because you never know. Like I'm just that way. And there've been times me and Bronson, we just left. I'm like, all right, you can meet us there, dude. I'm not waiting around.
Yeah. I mean,
because it just causes a fight because we're fighting over.
And a lot of times you have to show up 30 minutes early or whatever, and so I'm like, that gives me a little bit more time to sleep, especially for beach volleyball. I was like, why we don't set up the tent, we don't do anything. Check-ins at 7, but they don't start playing till 9, so we really can leave here at 7 to be there for 8.
Yeah, that drives me crazy. With swim, you got to check in at 6:30. His first swim meet, or the first swims in the water at like 8:15. And then kids don't swim till like 9:00. I'm staying in bed.
They say that just so you can get there early to get a beach spot and put up a tent. But 7 a.m. we don't start till 9, so that's 2 hours of just sitting there. You're sitting.
Heat.
Yeah, no.
That's the only thing. I mean, I can see they want you to get, but it's like, let's maybe start at like 8:30 or something, or 8:15. Because if everybody has to be there.
Kenzie's volleyball, even like our court volleyball, you got to be there an hour early.
Yeah. And then if you ref first, so it's like it makes it feel like it's even longer because, when they ref first and you're just like, golly.
Oh, no. Trust me, people. I mean, the bad thing is a lot of times if you're playing an hour and a half away and you got to be there an extra hour early, I mean, you're leaving your house.
You're leaving, yes, extremely early.
Super early.
5 a.m.
To get, there's plenty of times for me and Kenzie, we'd have to leave at 5 a.m. I'm like, Crystal, just stay home. I was like, dude, just stay home, show up later because she can get some sleep.
Well, it would always work out that, like whenever you were out of town a couple weeks ago, it worked out to where Kenzie's volleyball was during the day and Bronson's was in the evening. He never had that late evening games.
Oh, no.
So it worked out to where I didn't have to have help asking, which, that would have been easy to find, but I was able to do both of them.
Yeah. But yeah. Gotta love a ladies' night, especially with Crystal. It's always going to be an adventure.
It is. So he just needs to know it's always going to be midnight.
I do, but we talked about it. I was like, I just said, and you were very adamant. No,
I need to do. I need to go to Target and I need to find those shoes because you could probably get them cheap and I'll wear them one night and be like, oh, they were in my purse or something.
I've been having these. Yeah. I've never been the guys' night kind of guy. I don't know. I think
yours is more so like getting out during the day and go like that's your guy time, like on Fridays or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm not a part. Like I don't want to go to bars. Like that's doesn't. Or even go
concerts.
But
that's rare.
Yeah, but I'm saying, there's not a lot of guys out there like, let's get together with some buddies and go dinner for some drinks. I mean, maybe there are people out there that are like that, but like it's easier for girls to be like, oh my God, let's put it in the calendar. Let's,
it's Arbor Day. Let's go get some drinks.
Yeah. It's easier for girls to do it than guys.
No, I get that. But
so like, I mean, I bet you if we were back home still living in Lake Charles, you'd probably hit up Jake and John,
I mean, we wouldn't do that.
Okay. Yeah, because
we're not. I mean, I'm not a big drinker. To like, I want to go to the bar and have some drinks with my friends. That does not.
Yeah, no, I'm saying dinner and drinks.
Still, same concept, but that does not. It's not up my wheelhouse. We never do couple stuff. Y'all, heaven forbid, y'all want husbands around.
Yeah, we do.
No, y'all don't. Y'all always. It's always the girls' night. Y'all never do anything.
We haven't had a girls' night in a while.
But y'all never do anything with the guys.
Yeah. Well, the next one we're doing couples.
Well, y'all are gonna hate it because y'all are gonna be. Oh, we can't be idiots until 1 a.m. now. But yeah, I was like, I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. And every time she's crawling, she's texting me the next morning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep.
She don't mean it.
Yeah, I do. And you still give me a kiss when you leave the house.
I did. I didn't want to this morning. I must have left. I must have left without it.
I read a study. It said this didn't make sense because it was like men that kiss their wives before they leave
Live 6 years longer.
Yeah, then people are like, how does this make sense? So if you don't kiss your wife, like, yeah.
It's got to be like a symptom of a healthy relationship, not a ritual.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah. I just look at I look at it like, you know, like he always leaves before me. I'm sleeping, and I appreciate that, and I love that he does that because like I hate to say this, but it's like, and like especially if I have to get up early and travel, you know, I'm like, I always tell you, like, even if I'm half asleep or whatever, I'll tell you, you know, I love you, be careful, be safe, you know,
Yep.
because you just never know, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. No, I know. I get that.
Yeah.
And I do it every morning.
Yep. Just in the summertime because I'm still sleeping.
Yeah, I know.
But the kids are about to start SWAT, so I'll be getting up because Bronson has to be there for 7, I think, and then Kinsey.
So SWAT, like for
school,
Kenzie's been doing it since 8th grade, but yeah, Bronson's gonna do the same. SWAT is like a strength training thing, like they do at the high school. They have for like all the kids that are gonna play sports.
It's all for 5 days a week, but so
they go up there. You drop them off. Like the boys have times, the girls have times,
yeah,
and
from 7 to
go.
9.
They do all kind of. They do weightlifting. They do trainings. They do play games like sports, and then like Thursdays they have like competition days.
Yeah, where they have some fun. So,
But like the coaches like for people to be there, especially the ones that are going to play sports, because they're getting. One's a good time for the coaches to see if you're playing sports. They know you're getting work in, and
Yeah.
so it's a big deal.
yeah, and
is this students working against tobacco?
No, SWOT.
Oh, okay.
SWOT, really?
I think that's what. Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was spelled SWAT.
No, I think it was. I think they call. I think it's.
Oh, okay.
I think it's SWOT.
Yeah, so it's offered Monday through Friday, but
I don't know what it stands
during the
for.
summertime, it's like because they have like 2 sessions. But
I found it. It's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and
okay,
threats.
it is okay.
No, that's for businesses. That's SWOT analysis. We do that. We do that in work.
But so we're only going to make them go twice a day, just twice a week because every day is just a lot. Well, especially on me if I have to wake up at 6 o'clock, you know, more so I don't want to wake up early.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
That's what's a business thing. You do those like you do those with your
on my app thing, I
you do
thought.
those with your team to like
Okay, yeah.
you do that. It's like a
Kaizen event and lean or yeah.
you do an exercise with that to like talk about competitors and like all kind of stuff about your current business.
Ours is spelled SWAT.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Do they have an acronym for it?
Special weapons and tactics.
I don't know what.
Yeah, they shoot a bunch of guns.
I don't know what it stands for.
I thought I was trying to figure out what it meant. I never heard of it.
They do it here. I mean,
I'd probably have to look on the flyer to see if it's.
no, it's good. It's good. It gets the kids waking up and working
strength,
out.
weight training,
Agility,
I don't know what the T would be for.
tequila.
Training.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be one of those. I mean, they do it all. Like
Yeah, it's cool. Like all the high school, middle school coaches are there. Like they do stuff, and it's cool.
they encourage
Boys and girls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They keep
They
them
have-
separate though. There's like girls go at one time, boys go at one time.
Yeah, but like we're friends with Coach Edwards, one of the head coach for Falls, the high school, and I was talking about Bronson's he's excited to play football, 7th grade. He's like, man, get him out there, SWAT. We'll have him out there working with the big kids, doing stuff. So he's like, it's good. Like I said, it teaches them all kind of. One, it's like the 7th graders' first ones, like they're starting to do weight training then. Getting them into that, getting them into the training for what it would look like. I mean, football and Kenzie's volleyball,
Yeah,
that
'cause
starts
they're-
like right when school starts.
Yeah, what is it? What was it called 2-a-days in football where you get there like butt crack?
Yeah, then they do it afternoon.
Afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that in middle school, but yeah, high school they'll do 2-a-day stuff. But
I'll miss that.
I didn't play football. I was so little, bro.
I had to my freshman year. I had to.
I was young for my grade, so I graduated at 17. All my buddies are a year older, but like I was the shortest in my friend group until the summer between 9th and 10th grade. That's when I shot up. I hit up about 6 foot, and I graduated at 6 foot, and then I grew like 2 inches after high school. But I was a golfer. I didn't play no. I wish I would have. Like, people see me now, like, oh man, where'd you play football at? I'm like, dude, if you'd have seen me in high school, dude.
I think it's just mainly because, like, you know, like.
Well, they think I was this size.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, if I would have been even as a touch of my size, I would have played football.
Yeah.
But I was so little, dude. And I didn't want to practice like that, dude. That was terrible. Too much work, man. I was lazy. I just wanted to play golf every day. That's all I did. And you had to get yelled at. We go out there, play golf, and turn the scorecard in.
Yeah, a lot less concussions in golf, I think.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're going to
play golf your whole life.
They said in 7th grade, everybody makes. They find a position for everybody.
Well, they still have an A or B team.
Yeah.
You still, I mean, you want to be on the A team. You want to be on the better team.
Yeah, I'll just see how it is once he gets like attacked or whatever position he's placed.
Well, I told him, I said, hey, dude, I know you like football.
I know, but it's different.
This ain't flag anymore, bro. Like, once you get your bell rung, you may decide, you may not, you may love it more, you may hate it. You don't know. I said, so at least try. I didn't try it. I wish I would have, just to see if I, like, just to have tried it. I remember my freshman year, me and one of my best friends, Dylan. This dude was a freaking fool. We didn't want to go to PE, so we were the managers for the football team our freshman year, and we didn't do nothing. Our coaches were like, "Dude, y'all are useless." Mm-hmm. We just be out there, and I really don't think I did anything. We just hung out in the locker room with our buddies. Like, all my buddies played football, so we just...
Danielle was a trainer when we went to school.
We weren't a trainer. We were like carrying water bottles and stuff. Like, we didn't do we didn't do anything. I mean, I'm telling you, I didn't do anything. We just did this to where we didn't have to take PE our freshman year.
I know. I don't even know why now in middle school why they have managers, because they don't do anything. And I hate to say that, but they're just...
Nah, I think...
Just make them part of the team or something. I don't know.
I mean, like, Kinsey did that 7th grade for the basketball team.
Oh, I know.
Her and a friend didn't make the team, so they asked if they want to be managers. But I was like, you got freaking rooked, because you had to be early morning practices. You had to do all the crap.
Had to still go
to every game just to sign people out on a clipboard to leave with their parents.
We were like, never again. Do not do this.
I was like, why the hell you gonna be a manager?
Yeah.
That was just 1 year though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny, man. I do want to talk. I got my cold plunge in from Titan Cold Plunge, doing a collab, like a partnership with them. So I had one back in the day, but I finally got one with the chiller.
Yeah, that's nice.
So me and Bronson put it together tonight. Did my first cold plunge 2 days ago, and I got it chilling right now. So Crystal's never been in the cold plunge, so after this we're gonna get in it.
No, I'm not getting in it.
Yeah.
What?
I need some content.
I don't know about that.
Dude, as much as you work out, it's really beneficial. Like what the cold plunge does for you. Like there's a lot of benefits. Like, so you need to go. You can. I mean, if you listen to any podcast or anything, you can see all the benefits they have of this. Titan,
but I can't stay in it 10 minutes though.
You ain't got to.
Okay.
Titan's got a really cool one. Like it's super
what makes
easy.
How long you have to stay in there to be beneficial?
I think
it depends on the temperature,
okay.
But around 50 degrees or lower is good. I like it like in the 30s, like high 30s.
So right now, before we left, it was in the 50s still. So
it was right at 50 right now. But I got it. I've been having it going, so
okay.
I'm trying to get below freezing for you. No, I'm joking.
Add some salt to make sure it gets lower.
No, I think that one. When I talked to the people, I had a call with the marketing person today. That chiller I have will get the lowest it would get to is 37, which is
that's cold.
Pretty damn cold. The other day I did it like 46, and I was in there for 10 minutes. I could have went longer. I tried to get ready for work.
Sure.
But once you get in, man, like it is like when you get out, it's
you need a warm blanket. I mean, a warm
Well,
towel.
your internal body temperature is
Yeah, because even
cold.
when we did that, we went to what's that place called? Off of 96. Remember we did
cryo.
we did iCryo, remember? And they played music, and we were only in there for 3 minutes. Was it 3 minutes or 4 minutes?
Yeah, but that's a different cold than the water.
Yeah, because your whole body's shaking. Ugh.
Doesn't it get like below freezing, the air around you?
And the cryo, yes. Yeah.
It was cold.
Yeah, those are cool. But the cool thing about the like Titan Cold Plunge is they have the saunas too. So I want to get one of those to where you do the heat. So everything I've been reading, you're not supposed to do plunging after a workout. It's better to do heat after a workout. Like we said, it's not beneficial because of the inflammation that you really need after you work out. You don't want to lose that right away plunging. So it's best. But the cool thing is having the sauna, you can go when you do hot to cold, like hear Joe Rogan talk about. That's where you get a lot of benefits too.
Is it an inflatable thing like that too?
No, it's like I'll show you. It's like a pop up thing. You sit in it, you zit it. Yeah, it's kind of like a stand up, like an octagon shaped tent. I have to look at the thing, but they have them. I need to see what kind of temperature you get to that. But man, I'll tell you what, that's one thing I miss about the fitness center we used to work out at, because they had a hot and they had a wet and a dry sauna. That wet sauna with like the eucalyptus stuff in the steam. Yeah, man, just talk about.
There's a lot of times
clear you out. Just
I suffocate. Like, you want to go get my facials and they put the steam, and so
oh, dude, I love saunas.
I can't breathe.
I had a friend, whenever I was working out with my buddy, he worked at a gym, and he'd go in the sauna and he'd swing a baseball bat.
Yeah.
He'd be in there for 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, dude, there'd be some weirdos at the fitness center. These guys doing crunches and push-ups. And I'm like, you just sit there and relax. You don't have to oversweat yourself. You know?
Yeah, you heard Rogan talk about his buddy that rides on a bike, but he has to wear oven mitts
Does it burn his hands?
The sauna is so hot, it is burning his skin.
Oh, my God.
So he has to wear oven mitts to hold onto the bicycle.
Those guys are too extreme for me.
That's nuts.
But yeah, I told her today, I said, hey, we get boy. She's like, oh, good. I said, she's never done it. She's like, she goes, the best time is the person that's never done it before, till they can feel that feeling. And like, just
yeah.
You do feel good when you get out, but your body is
in shock.
You're just cold. I mean, your body, like you feel cold in your bones.
Yeah, I know, because even when we did that with iCryo, it took me a while to like warm up, because you just felt cold.
Because I think what you're trying to do is, the science behind it is it's more complex than this, but you're tricking your body into thinking that it's dying, so it's kicking on some instincts, so it'll start repairing itself. And
kind of like fight or flight mode. Yeah. But there's a ton of benefits too. And
you've already sold 2?
I did. I had two sold today from my referral link.
Yep.
Already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got a reel. I got to post actually.
We actually need to even share that link to CrossFit page.
No, I definitely will. Yeah, but this place, man, they got a great. They have, dude, the one I have right now on their website. I think the MSRP was like $1,300. It's on sale for like $550 or something like that. $500 like this. That's a good. It's deal. A good product, but this is I've looked at all of them. They got ranging from all over, but they've had the best prices with the chillers. So the good thing is, it's one that people can actually go buy. You're not spending $5,000 on something like the ones Rogan talked about.
Is there different sizes? Because that, like, if you're a heavier set person,
yeah, there's different sizes.
Oh, okay.
Like that's the Bravo, and then they have the one that's like an oval. Then they have the bigger one, the XL.
Because this one's just a 1-person one.
Yeah. But they have different sizes, and then they have bigger chillers. They have 3rd horsepower, half horsepower, 1 horsepower. It's all about how quick it cycles the cold water.
Yeah, they do have bigger ones that you can put 2 people in. But
the circle one, that's perfect, like, because it fits so perfect in our patio.
Yeah. I don't want something huge for space, but like I don't plan on there getting multiple people. I mean,
a cold tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they have them like that, but you could stretch out. When I sit down, I got plenty of room, but I'm kind of you're sitting on my butt, like you kind of
like George. I was in the pool.
Yeah, shrinkage. But I want to get Crystal in it. Go try it out, man.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying that I won't try it out.
No, you're gonna try it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get some content, babe.
Oh, we can get content.
We gotta. I want to see. I want to see your reaction.
I don't even know if I would be able to get in.
You're gonna. It's just hey. So when you get in, your heart rate spikes. So when you get in, the first thing you just got to kind of breathe steady, and then it'll like I used to wear my Whoop band in there.
Yeah, I remember that. Because you would ask you how high.
I could see it. As soon as I start my breathing, I could see it just start dropping. Like once you calm down, because you kind of panic. You do kind of panic.
Yeah, panic attack, like anxiety.
But it's just cold. But like I said, it's all about like they say, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know, that's one of those things where like them guys talk about, like, man, doing that in the morning at 30-something degrees is the worst part of my day. After that, it's like everything else seems easy because that's like tough. So, because mentally, you got to like psych yourself up, get into it. I mean, it's not like it's, it is jumping in just cold water. Like
they say you can do it every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people like that's part of most people's like routines. I mean, people have their daily routine. Like it's best to do it. I think it's best to do it early, get it knocked out, and get your you get them endorphins, everything. Like, what's the biggest benefits to cold plunging?
I was actually typing that in as you said that. So the Chat GPT says reduces muscle soreness and inflammation. Especially, let's see, right.
Like when you're sore, I said that you get sore from CrossFit. Like that's a good thing to.
Yeah, speeds up muscle recovery. So like if you're working on your personal best, you said you bench press 145 personal best today. Mm-hmm. So this could help with that. It says it boosts your circulation, enhance blood flow and vascular function, immune support. Some studies suggest regular cold exposures increase white blood cell count and boost immune. So it's like your heat shock proteins. It's like your body's saying, hey, we need to start getting ready for something. If you're always comfortable, then your body's like, we don't have anything to worry about. But if it's like, hey, we're about to die, it's like jump starting your body's natural things.
No, it's cool, man.
Interesting.
Increased alertness, stress reduction and resilience, and mood enhancement.
Oh, dude, you just need to stay in there.
Stay in there.
I want to say the first time Joe Rogan like recorded himself getting in, he was in for like 20 something minutes.
He was in there too long.
Yeah, they're like, if you stayed in for like a little longer, you can die.
Oh wow!
If your body temperature
stays,
your internal body temperature goes too low, then you can get hypothermia.
Yeah, but this Joe Rogan, this guy,
see how long I can stay in there.
They're extreme.
Yeah, they say
he wants to be
so 10 to 15
he's
minutes.
A tough guy, so he's just like I guess he didn't know no better. I have no idea, but yeah, I remember him talking about that. Yeah. Remember he's in there, he's like freaking out.
Yeah, and he's got those ones that circulates the water, like you're talking about.
Like you get it,
water circulates.
So once you sit down, you kind of create a thermal barrier to where if you move, you feel it like
yeah.
It's like
the water right away from your skin that it's not moving, it will warm up.
Yeah.
And insulate you. But if it's rushing,
yeah, it's cold.
No, yeah,
it's kind of like it's like a breeze, a cold breeze.
Yeah, I every time I get in it, I turn the chiller off and I turn the valves off to where it's not moving. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Because it's got the in and out. So I mean, it could, if I'm in there with that on, it'd be.
You shouldn't have told Kiki. We should have left it off
just
for
put
her.
it crank it up.
Heck no.
This is the way I always do it.
I might be one and done.
But yeah, I think especially for as much as you work. I mean, you work out 5 days a week. I think this might be beneficial at least a couple of days a week,
or just see what the benefits is. Because I remember Rebecca and Adam, they were like, there's such good benefit. They felt so much better.
You do. I mean, it's not a placebo thing. I mean, you do feel good when you get out of it, because it sucks for a little while, but then you're like, whew, I'm done, and then you got to warm up. But you don't need to go straight. Like the best thing to do, like that's why early morning you do it. Then you can go stand out in the sun. Oh, and then like kind of
don't come inside.
No, because the other day I did that and I had to get ready for work.
You were freezing.
I was like internally, I could feel I'm cold inside.
Yeah.
You turn your heater on.
No, I did. I was leaving to work and I had my heater on and my heated seats on.
Oh,
and it's 90 degrees outside because I was like trying to get my body back.
Yeah.
No, for real.
It's crazy.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Me and Kiki about to go plunge.
We'll see.
No, you're doing it.
Okay.
Just do it.
All right.
I'm going to do it too.
Okay, you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. It gets colder the second person.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap on episode 71.
71.
Right? All right, we are out.